Hello, good morning, welcome back to the Fish Locker out on the boat. Out on the boat with my best boy.
Yes.
And it is an absolute stunner of a morning, isn't it, James?
Yeah.
A little bit foggy this morning when we're coming down, but the sun's just come up and it's started to burn it off.
Yeah.
What are we doing today?
We're going wrecking for some ling.
We're going wrecking. We have tiny tides, we have, well, almost calm conditions. When we get out there, I imagine there's going to be a little bit of residual swell. But we have good conditions for going to the wrecks for ling. Fingers crossed, yeah?
Yeah.
You have a new rod and a reel, so James is going to do some fishing of his own. Hopefully today we're going to catch James's first ling.
Yeah.
And you have some new lures to try as well, don't
Yeah.
you? So we might try, if there is a little tiny bit of tide down there, I don't think there will be too much, we might try for a pollock as well.
Yeah.
We're just out to have some fun. The first order of the day though, what is the first order of the day?
Getting some bait.
You know the score. Let's go!
Yeah.
He's a big one, isn't he? James and I have got to a spot that we're going to try, haven't we?
Yep.
James is fishing with his new rod and reel, and you're going to be fishing with baited feathers, aren't you, James?
Yep.
There you go.
Some pilchards.
Right, you know how to do this, don't you? That goes all the way back. You just need to keep tight hold of it. When you get all the way at the bottom, suits you. And what I am going to do is I am going to fish, because we still have a little bit of tide here, I'm going to fish. I'm going to fish with a long flowing trace. And a soft plastic lure. See if I can't pluck anything out. Let me know when you get all the way at the bottom. You there? Right, push the black bit up. Lift it up a little bit.
Oh.
Don't bite straight away. Oh, well done. Go on then. You've got a long way to wind. Straight into a fish, weren't you?
Yeah.
Right. Come round here, away from the engine. Still got a fish on? It's still there, is it? Drop it down a little bit more, see if it's... Oh yeah, it's still there. There you go. You've got a long way to go.
No.
Straight into fish. No messing around. Well done, James.
They're really fighting hard.
Don't lean over the side with that rod. Come back. There you go. Doing a lot of grunting. Are you all right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Strong.
Right. Keep winding. Keep winding because you've wrapped up in me. There we are. We're ready to go again. James managed to land straight into two fish, and he learnt a bit of a lesson that time, didn't you? So what you're not going to do this time?
Don't mess around.
Don't mess around, just reel them straight in. There you go.
Yep.
So there you are. James managed to catch a couple of whiting on that drift. Perfect bait for ling. Ideally I would like scard and mackerel, but whiting will do. And I will have another go at this. It's not ideal. It's not ideal fishing on wrecks with lures on really small tides. But we still have a drift at the moment of 0.7 knots. So it is enough, just enough. We might be able to pluck a pollock out. I'm just straightening this fluoro out. Did good though, it's a long way to wind up, isn't it?
Yep.
It is a long way to wind. You all the way to the bottom again?
Fish on.
Right, we'll come back away from the edge. I've told you, don't stand too close to the edge where you have.
Oh, what?
Go on then. Come back from the edge, please. There's a fish.
Oh, that's a big pollock.
Got it. Got yeah. What this shows right here is why you shouldn't give them any slack at all. There, look, that lure's just popped out. That lure was in that tiny hole there, look, it just hit the corner of its mouth, like that, look. If I'd have given that any slack, it'd have just dropped straight out. That's why you need to keep a bend in the rod and just keep gently bringing it up. There we go. First pollock, eh, James?
Yeah.
Oh, you're nearly there. Oh, lift it aboard.
Oh!
Lift it up.
Number down floating.
No, it's a whiting. Go on, lift it all the way up.
Whiting.
Down on the table. Right, come on, unhook him then. Put your rod down.
In there?
Yeah. Good job, well done.
Oh.
Well done. What I was hoping, James,
Yeah.
is that by you fishing with your feathers,
Yeah.
you were going to catch whatever was down there that was little.
Yeah.
So that would have told me
Yeah.
if there'd have been any big fish on the wreck.
Yeah.
Because if there's no little fish, there's no big fish.
Yeah.
So because you've only managed to just catch a couple of whiting,
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be any ling on this wreck. So we're going to go and try another one. Like I was saying, this wreck hasn't been very productive, so we're going to go and try another one.
Yes.
I've been getting James to kind of drift along the side of it with some feathers, just to see if there's any pouting, whiting, cuckoo wrasse, porcord, anything like that. Because you need there to be small little bait fish species in a wreck to get the big fish. We've not been catching very much here, so I don't think that there's enough here to sustain a lot of big fish. We're going to find another wreck. Oh, I'll tell you what, actually, we might just skim across the side of that. Go on then, best boy, you're up. Best boy bait collector, there you go. Get your thumb on the spool so it doesn't, look. There you go. Good man. Trying out a different wreck a little bit further offshore. This is deeper water. We are in 77 metres of water. Like I said, James is going to drift down with a set of feathers and see if he can't pick up some pouting, whiting, scad, anything like that. Porcod even. Should know if there's going to be fish here because he'll whack straight into them instantly as soon as he hits the bottom. Fish on. Yeah, you got it. Right, you sit yourself down in your seat now. There you go. Right. Still got them on? Yes. Good man. It's a promising start. And I'm going to have a chuck down with a lure. It's not good tide for fishing with lures like this, but you might still winkle one out. Good lad, keep going, keep going. Very good job. James has caught a pollock.
Another pollock, that's going to the dinner table.
Yep, James, watch out, you get to me with the rod. James. On that drift, although hold on to the lead please. Although James managed to get stuck into the wreck, once I'd pulled it out, he latched into a pollock. So well done.
Yep. Another one that's going to the dinner table, I guess.
Another one to the dinner table. James is going to be using his new rod, his new reel, and a new lure, aren't you, James?
Yep.
We got this one from Tony, didn't we?
Yep.
Right. So you know exactly what you need to do.
Yep.
I've told you twice, haven't I?
Drop down.
Yep.
As soon as you hit the bottom, flip the bail line up and stop winding really fast.
Not really fast, just fast enough, okay? Are you ready?
Yep.
Are you steady?
Yep.
There you go. Wanna...
One of that looks great.
Yeah. Thumb on the spool. Don't forget, as soon as it hits the bottom,
Yep.
bail arm up, start winding.
Fish.
Fish on.
Yep.
You
As
sure?
soon as I put the bail alarm up. God damn it.
Right. Well, let go. No fish.
I did feel
there's
something
one.
pull.
Ooh. That was
On
weird.
the right, there was some
No,
fish.
that was weird. That was weird. Right. Try bringing it all the way up to the surface. Because that was weird. It wasn't like a pollock. That was like something else.
A ling?
I don't know. Well, something's bit your lure off.
What?
Bit your lure off straight away. I said that was weird.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to apologise to Tony now.
Yes, James.
Yes?
Sorry, no. James, when he dropped to the bottom, I saw something on the sounder follow his lure down, and I was busy looking at it. And by the time it hit the bottom, under closer inspection, the line in several places. Look, I don't know whether you can see that. James had a shark. It was a little baby paw beagle shark, I think. Has followed his lure down to the bottom, and as soon as it had hit, like James said, yes, it did get a bite. By the time that I'd managed to lift, it had gone. It had bit it off. But yeah, the line is just shredded where this paw beagle shark has had hold of it. So yeah, your new lure, lasted all of about 30 seconds, didn't it?
Yeah.
What we're going to do?
I don't know.
Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to re-rig up with some new line, because this is shredded.
Yep.
A new lure, and we're going to try again.
And again, and again, and again.
No, we're not going to try that many times, because if it happens again with that shark, it means that this shark has kind of claimed this wreck as being where he wants to eat. And all we're going to do is keep losing. Even if you do hook a fish, he's going to take it off you.
Just
Right.
like Cookie Monster.
So let's get ourselves ready for another round of
Just
fishing.
like Cookie Monster.
Yes. I'm glad that I've tried doing this before I put the anchor down, because if I put the anchor down and found out there was a shark down there on a wreck, it would have been a lot of wasted time. You see ya?
And then stretch.
You see your face? Right.
Yeah.
We have had quite a lot of small paw beagle sharks in the bay at the minute. Yeah, it's a good sign, but a little bit frustrating when this happens. It can absolutely switch off a wreck. As you can imagine, all the fish just go right inside the wreck and hide because there's this shark patrolling around. Give it another try. If it happens again, then yeah, we're gonna have to move somewhere else. This is what happens when you don't keep your thumb on the spool, and this is why you need to keep doing it. There's a fish there now. This is quite a big fish, this, James.
Yeah.
Right, so you need to, when I hand it over to you, you're going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Look, see how I'm doing it, look. Just keeping a bend in the rod.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's not fighting like a pollock. Strange.
Oh my god!
No, it's just a massive pollock, James.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That really didn't behave like a pollock.
Oh my god! That is so big.
Yes.
Is that the biggest pollock you've ever seen? Then?
No, I've had bigger ones, but I really wasn't expecting that. If I'd known it'd been a pollock, I would have let you wind it in.
Not that big.
Yeah. Really wasn't expecting that. What had happened there? Yeah, really wasn't expecting that. What had happened there was James had got a bird's nest in the reel, and I was busy trying to untangle it and explain, trying to explain about the tangle. So we weren't even working the lure. The lure was just dead in the water.
That thing picked it up.
Yeah, this thing picked it. This absolute donkey picked it up. Don't jump up down the seat. Look. Roll your sleeves up.
Oh, my legs.
You think you can hold the tail up?
I think so.
Right, put your hand underneath the tail like that then. Swing it up.
Fully.
Look how big it is.
And
you hooked it, yeah. It was on your rod and reel. I'm really sorry that I didn't let you reel it in. I thought it was a shark.
No, I couldn't reel it.
You could definitely reel it in.
Not.
You're going to be reeling bigger. You're going to be reeling bigger fish than this in a minute. This has actually been attacked by something in its past. This has been attacked by something in its past. Look, there's a scar on it.
Scars on it.
Yes, it has. Yeah, no more pollocking. We have lots of pollock now.
And a ginormous big with a ginormous mouth.
Right, reel this one in for me.
This handle is actually really easier to reel in.
Right, well, you reel that one in then. There is a fish on here, so don't mess about. Just hold it and wind. Right, just steady, wind. Keep going, don't stop.
What is this? Oh, pollock!
Stop.
Pollock! Holy! Another ginormous pollock!
Well done.
Alright, let's just...
Wow.
Alright, that'll be enough pollock for now.
Definitely enough pollock for now.
Yeah.
This one is a very strange one actually. This is a very strange pollock. If you can look at his bottom lip, this guy I think has been hooked badly before. Just look at that bottom lip. His bottom lip's been ripped out. Wasn't stopping him feeding, he's still a healthy fish. And there's the lure, deep inside of his mouth. Oh. There, look. Well done, James.
There's 4 pollock.
And there actually is that shark. See there, look on the sound of that line.
Oh yeah.
There's that shark.
Oh my gosh.
I think that as we were reeling this fish in, that shark was following this fish.
Ah.
Now I do believe in the dispatching and bleeding of fish. I won't be showing you on the videos. But yeah, we've bled and dispatched those fish. Makes the meat, well, much better quality meat.
Small.
James and I have had a short journey away to a different wreck, and we are going to anchor up on it. So, I'm going to be anchoring up. We are in, how deep of water are we in? 79 metres of water. I'm going to be using a 5 kilo bro anchor. Why can't I speak today, James? What's going wrong with me? 5 kilo Bruce anchor, 15 metres of chain. We're going to be letting out around about 150 to 180 metres of rope. And then we're going to sit back into this wreck, try and pull out some ling.
Yeah.
Yes. Because this is kind of like the most dangerous part of what we're doing, James is going to be sitting up the front and I'm going to do it all down the back. I use an Alderney ring and a buoy. 2 reasons. Well, there's not very much swell today, so it doesn't really come into its own. It acts as like a snatch guard, being that if there's a lot of swell, you don't pull your anchor out. But also, I use the Alderney ring and the buoy for hauling the anchor. I've covered this in other videos before. I run my anchor out off the back, and I make it off to the after cleat. Then that allows the rope to all pull tight, and I can do everything in a bigger space. And I pass it over the front, tie it off. And all I need to do when we're laid back at anchor, let it off this cleat here and we'll swing round. We are sat back lovely on the wreck. I am in the process of knocking up a couple of 1-hook wrecking rigs to try and pull some ling out. And James, you are about to drop down with your feathers, aren't you, to try and catch us some more bait? Good man. Try not to bang the boat as much with the lead, please. Good lad. Got it?
Whoop.
Told you, didn't I? Still got it? Yeah, go on then. You start winding then. It's your fish. At the moment, we're just getting a scent trail going. You might get a big fish straight away. You might knock one straight on the head, but it's unlikely to happen every time. Yeah, I'll put a mackerel bait down. James is still going to pull out another piece of bait. Once he's brought this one up, I'm going to put him a big bait on too. Well, generally, you usually get pecked about by pouting for a while until like the bigger fish come on the feed. Then you'll get your ling and your conger out. We're after ling. Getting the scent trail going like this is imperative, which is why fresh bait is always best. So fresh mackerel, fresh scad, anything like that, anything with a lot of blood and a lot of scent in it, is ideal for getting the fish on the feed like this. And once the fish have got on the feed, you can switch over to things like whiting and pouting.
Oh, no, I'm flubbing up pouting.
Oh, well, you're nailing the pouting, aren't you?
Yep.
Oh, we've got one.
Oh.
Need to get it up on the wreck first though.
When we get up, let's just have a little break. Have some food.
Whoa. I put this one down, James,
Yeah.
to see if there was like a pollock or anything swimming around, and I think a conger eel's picked it up.
Ah. You better be careful about your feet then.
Yeah,
It's a conger.
yeah.
There's-
Well, the thing is,
Yeah.
it's on the very, very light rod, isn't it? Oh no,
What?
the conger eel.
Sugar.
You see him?
Be careful. Be careful then, Dad.
He's a chunky one, isn't he?
He's a trunky. He's a trunky donkey.
Right. Yeah, it's a shame he's not a ling.
Yeah. You have to be careful.
What's a little monkey, eh?
Yep. And also stuff.
Look at the size of him.
Oh my god.
He's a big one, isn't he?
Dad, please
Just wait, James. A little bit going on at the minute. Yeah, I'd rigged up a little bait, a little strip bait, and suspended it. And I guess an eel must have come up and took it. Yeah, we had I don't know, that'd have been over £20. But yeah, had him on the 6 to 12 class rod, so yeah, it was good fun. Yeah, that was the rig that had that conger on. Wasn't meant for it. It was just 3 ounce lead and a little flapper like that. Just suspended up above the wreck. Only maybe about 3 or 4 feet above the wreck. But just in case there's a pollock kind of like scouting around. I think a conger eel's picked that one up and taken one in a hole.
Or it's a ling.
This is a fish. This is a big fish, this one.
That must be a ling.
I don't know what it is, James. Whoa. Oh, blimey. Oh, blimey. Oh,
It's a ling.
it's a ling. It's a beauty of a ling. Look at the size of that one for a ling.
Look how big its bladder is as well.
Right. Oh,
Oh,
oh.
I can also
What about that? We were just saying, weren't we, that we'd have to get a ling out quick. This is an absolute jumbo.
Jumbo Josh. He's also got some scars on him.
Yeah. Well, he's just spat out his breakfast.
Oh.
There's the hook there, look, just in the corner of his mouth. You saw me do all of that. Oh. Pop this hook out.
I was like, oh, give him a
Look at the
try
size of that.
beauty.
Just jump back a little bit, James. Look, this is what he's in. This is what he's just spat out. That's a whiting. So don't be afraid about using big baits because he's swallowed that whole. Right, James, look. Just jump back a little bit round here. And look up here and smell. Look at the size of that.
I can't see the camera.
Ram!
No!
That is almost the same size as you, look.
I know.
Same length as you. Flipping heck. Right. Well, that was definitely the rig to do it with, wasn't it?
Yep.
So I need to, oh look,
Ah.
that's from his teeth.
Ah.
Now Ling have something called gill rakers. Little spikes inside the gills. When he was thrashing then, he was running to the back of my hand. So yeah, you need to be careful with them. What we need to do now is I need to start putting some smaller hooks and smaller baits on your rig. Because both of those fish that we've just had,
Yeah.
both came on little tiny baits, didn't they? On a little hook. Yeah, look, that one. All that was there, that was an 8-0 Cox and Roll meat hook, and I've offset it with a set of pliers, look. And a little strip of whiting, that was just a bit of whiting for this. You're going to get the first aid kit out in a bit, are you?
Yeah, right.
Good lad. I have told James any time in his life, if he ever gets into trouble or if he ever needs my help, just to ask. But there are some times where I will tell him that you have to try and struggle first and then I'll help. So
I'm struggling here.
there's nothing even on there, there's only the weight on there.
I look.
And a hook. Go on then. Well, we have managed to get, we've got some stunning pollock and an absolute bruise of a ling. We have ample fish for the table. So I think what we're going to do actually, I would have liked James to have caught a ling. Oh, there's a fish on this rod again now. No, caught with you, aren't I? Come on, bring yours up on the way up.
I'm trying to.
I've just dropped that light rig down again. We had a bit of a tangle there, James. But we learnt a lesson from it, didn't we, James?
Yep.
So I've just dropped this light rig back down and immediately it's got another good bite. So I'm going to put James one on as well. Oh, there we go, see? Oh, I missed that one. Right. James, give me your rod, please. And you keep an eye on this one here. Make sure it doesn't get lifted over the side, okay? There's a big bite in it, I don't want it to go and disappear. It is a lot of work keeping a few rods down, especially when you're on a wreck like this. And there have been situations before where I've been fishing 3 rods and I've had 3 fish on at the same time, but yeah, as problems go, those are the best problems to have. Occasionally you will get snagged. How about we give this 15 minutes, give me a chance to tidy down. We'll go and try and find something else to do because we've already got a massive ling and some lovely pollock.
Yeah.
you reckon? Because I'll probably go about an hour's worth of filleting by the time we get back in.
Yep, and I'll be helping you.
You'll be helping me?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Right, put it underneath your arm like I showed you. Right, reel it down a little bit. And get ready, because if you have to strike hard. Oh wow, that feels like a decent fish on a slow jig.
Oh.
Ooh, come on, up you come. Blimey. That is a heavy fish, that. Need to get its head up. Flipping heck. Don't know what it is that I've found here, but it's an absolute monster. Just lay it down up the front of the boat, James. Good lad. I have absolutely no idea what this is, but it is heavy. It's on a slow jig. Very, very heavy. Oh, it's diving to me back. I can see I've got it about 15 metres off the bottom. I wasn't able to put the whole of the fight into the video, but from start to finish it took me around about 9 minutes to get the fish to the boat. Oh, it's a ling. It's a flipping monstrous great ling. That was an absolute battle. That was an absolute battle. You're gonna get soaked there, James. On a slow jig. See where he's picked it up there, look. This is a slow jig that was made for me by a friend of mine, from Scotland. When he come down last time, brought a couple of them butterfly jigs and dropped them down to me. But yeah, that is an absolute stonker of a ling. Whew. Again, James, another one that's, well look, if you come here, come around here, look, and stand up. How long is it next to you, look? Nearly the same size as you.
Yeah.
Well done, James. I'm sorry I had to keep ordering you around there, but I just needed to make sure that you... It did end up getting wrapped up with them other lines, didn't it?
Yep.
That's what I was trying to avoid happening. What an absolute battle that was. That was a, I don't know, this will be 80 to 100 gram slow jig. And that's a conflict a conflict jigging rod with a fathom low profile and 25 pound braid on there. We are in 78 metres of water.
That thing came up.
What a battle. Oh look, my line's all chaffed up and all. Yeah, as he come up underneath the boat, what I was worried about, that he was going to go around them other lines. He did in fact go around them other lines, but I managed to free it up because it only went round once. We have definitely got enough ling now.
Yeah.
Right, let's start packing away. Getting some good bites here.
Yeah.
Right, well, what do we need to do?
When they do a good bite, strike.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what you need to do. So come here then. Step over your rod. Come here. Right. wind down. Come on the spool. Tight. And then that's a big fish, that, James. Right, come on. Stop.
So hard.
Let's lift, now wind.
Yeah.
Go on, wind. And wind down. Oh, it is a heavy fish, isn't it? Come on, wind. Oh, he's a digger, isn't he? He's digging to be down. Wind down. Oh, no, you can't lift while he's diving. Go on, wind. While he's trying to go down, you can't lift him up. Don't stop. He's nearly there. Keep going. Wow, keep going.
Oh!
Conger eel. Big one as
My
well. Well
first
done.
conger eel.
That is a big one, James.
Got the T-bar.
So you can't let them stop, right?
Yep.
So you have to keep the rod bent and keep going.
Yep.
Do you want me to T-bar it? Because it looks like it might be a difficult one.
Sure thing.
Right. On this side of me. Put that rod up out the way so we don't tangle up with it. That is longer than you, isn't it? Look.
Yep.
You know what you do with the T-bar when he opens his mouth?
There's some scars on his face.
He has got some scars on his face. He needs to open up or I can't get that hook out.
He must have been in a fight.
Oh, there he goes. You watch him going back on the sounder? Well done, James. Well done. That was a difficult one.
Conger eel.
First proper conger eel. Yeah, look, that's why I would recommend using gloves as well. Whoa, well done. That was just on that exact same rig. We have actually now, that's worked perfectly because we have drifted. We are now the best part of 60 metres away from the wreck. So as the tide's turned and it swung us round, that conger eel, we've either picked him up on the clean or he's followed us out of the wreck. And again, it was on the 6 to 12. So yeah, I got a good scrap out of it, didn't you, James?
What did you say? Let's have some food, Dad.
Right, we've got one more rod to bring in. We've got your rod to bring in.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you saying to me?
My arms are aching.
Your arms are aching after that conger eel.
Yes.
Well, you wanted to come wrecking, didn't you?
Yeah.
You wanted to catch big fish, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I did it.
You did it, right. You'll get the rest of that pack out. Pack out. Get the rest of that pack out. Bring it down here. Once I brought this rod in, we'll do a bit of a tidying down and we'll have something to eat, alright?
Kept banging my head.
Well, don't be daft then.
I was trying not to be daft.
Right, I've tidied everything down. We've brought all the rods in, I've cleaned out. I don't usually go for the whole, like, glory shot pictures. But I am massively impressed with James's first wrecking trip. As in, I'll take you that far to be able to show you it all. 2 stonking great ling and 4 pollock.
That is a monster.
You have done a fantastic job, James. We're going to get some stunning meat out of all of them.
I caught my first conger.
Yep, your first conger.
Yep.
Biggest pollock. First ling.
Yep.
And what's that? First conger? First big
Second
conger. Yeah. We're going to sit down now. All of these fish, you'll notice here straight away that one, I haven't fully bled that one yet, but that one I have. And you can see how the colour's dropped right out of it, can't you? These have all been bled, so you can see they're quite pale. Anybody who wants to know more about that, you just have to Google Ike Jimmy or Ike Jimmy, depending on how you pronounce it. We're going to have a quick bite to eat. I'm going to finish prepping all these fish. We're going to gut them all out here, and I think I'm going to fillet them when I get in. All right.
Yeah.
Can I stop and have a sandwich now? Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Good,
Sandwiches
because
right
I am
here.
famished. We've had a bit of a picnic. Oh, it is an absolute stunner. We're going to get the anchor up now, are we?
Yeah.
Right, what we're going to do is, I will show you now, different sections of this, hauling up the anchor with the Alderney ring and the buoy. And basically what you'll do is that buoy, and that buoy's 40 yards up in front of me. I'm going to steam around, and the water pressure against me pulling away is going to force the buoy down the rope until the rope is straight up to the anchor. Then the buoyancy of the anchor is going to lift it for me. Sorry, the buoyancy of the buoy is going to lift the anchor for me. It's a lot easier. It'll make sense as I show you. You ready?
Yep.
Stay there and hold on. Now you just pull it in along the surface. I'm going to start coiling all this up for me. Stick all the red rope inside the tub. Just like that. Well,
Yep.
we've had a blinder.
Yep.
Couldn't have asked for a better day, could we?
Yeah.
Did a little bit of lure fishing over some wrecks.
Yep.
Did all right until that shark come
Yeah.
and it took your lure.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of them lately. Small paw beagle sharks, about 20, 30, 50 pounds, something like that. They, sometimes they take up residence on the reef, sometimes a wreck. It's been happening quite a lot lately. It's a good sign for the future. It's a good sign that we're getting a healthy head of apex predators, because you've got to have the fish below them to support them. It's a good sign, but
Yep.
not for our fishing. And then managed to get sat down on a wreck. Fantastic, didn't we? Two stonking great ling, a load of conger.
Yep.
Couldn't ask for more.
And a dozen pollock.
Yeah, a load of pollock.
Yep.
We didn't have a dozen, we had half a dozen.
Yeah.
Right. I hope you've enjoyed joining us. I hope you found it interesting. All the very best. See you later.
Bye.
This has been a stressful one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm beat.
Me too.
You were so helpful at times,
Yep.
almost a little bit too helpful.
Yep.